clean up from the night before. Maybe just the day before. Everything's soaked out here. Completely soaked. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put my phone on standby. Didn't put my phone on standby, so it might ring. If it rings, it's fine. Everything's got water in it. Everything. Chairs, tables, towels, bug spray, you name it. Soap. Rained pretty freaking good last night. Thing, one thing in camp right now that's dry is probably one of the most important ones, to be honest with you, so I can make a freaking fire later. The charcoal didn't get that. So at least I saved the charcoal somehow, some way. Only because it's double covered over there. But everything else is covered. Completely soaked. do suggest come out here. You don't buy just mosquito spray right here. Get the good stuff. Get the good stuff. That's the good stuff. That's what you want for out here. Red for the cancer. Seriously. Nothing bites you out here. I've never come back with any ticks or anything. She's going to make something to eat. Suck as far as protocol. Yeah, what am I going to do today? I'm going to make something to eat because I'm hungry. And it's still raining. Not like it was, but it's raining enough. I'm sure the camera's getting wet. I don't know. I might walk down the road later. Just I'm bummed about the rain. You know, I mean, I can deal with. Thank God the really heavy stuff was last night, but it's still coming down. In fact, if it comes down anymore, I want to put my rain gear on. I think in the meantime, I've been snacking on these cookies. Come on. Good. I didn't do, I should have just grabbed firewood on the way here. It's way, you're not supposed to harvest any of this stuff out here, really, to be honest with you. It's laying on the ground. You have to put a couple pieces on, whatever. You're really supposed to bring your own firewood out here, or buy some while you're, whatever. I think there used to be an Indian guy down the way that they used to buy firewood. I guess he passed away, so we're gonna have to find another, either buy a cord or a half cord and have it delivered up here or something like that, and find a cover for it. Well, we need some wood up here. That's the one thing that I forgot, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Julian has my saw in his razor. I think. Pretty sure. I think it's back there in the back. I had grabbed it yesterday because we needed a saw or two. I think I grabbed it, stuck it in there. I definitely will come next time with a whole nother set of priorities and a whole nother set of gear. Excuse me while I eat. I think every time I come, I lose something. I need to dry this thing out. Like literally, there's nothing that is not dry. Except for in the tent and in the storage, that's it. Everything else is wet. So, So the tent fly setup for it. The top of it, I did get that finally fixed, so it worked out pretty well. In fact, it worked out really well today because I can air out the tent a little bit, and that covers from the rain from coming in. The bottom where you step in, I do have the tarp underneath the tent, and then I have the little pad there. I will say that the pad doesn't really help that much. Need something a little bit more sufficient than that to keep any kind of dirt out of this tent, to be honest with you. You can see how dirty the gets pretty dirty in there. So that's consideration as to how to make the bottom work a little bit better, especially if it's raining. I will talk about the rain fly for a second, as a matter of fact. The rain fly is great. It needs some waterproofing. I think it's Scotch-Brite. Wait, what the hell's the name of that? It's that spray. Like it's like a starch or whatever. But the top, I'll take you in there here in a few minutes. I just got my boots on. I don't want to get in. The top leaks. Anytime, and I've always known this, and this is why you need to treat a tent, right? You're literally supposed to spray it down like you would a pair of jeans or whatever. So that's the one thing about that is I need to change possibly a little bit. There's definitely, if not the whole tent, because really it's mesh on 3 sides, right? So there's nothing to stop it. So, but the rain fly for sure need to treat, for sure. It's not a whole lot of water coming in, but what woke me up last night, it wasn't the thunder that woke me up, it was a drop right here. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll fix this. Because anytime a tent touches the structure, that's a potential, it'll eventually soak in, even if it's not completely. Now, I can put a tarp over the top of it and make it completely water resistant completely, right? Water protected completely. However, that's pretty unpractical. And even when that's a lot of weight as well. So I could have done another type of rain fly, like my hammock has, with a regular tarp, which is something I might purchase actually to have that set up as well. If I come out here for an extended period of time and it's raining like this, you might be here for a little while. In fact, we're going to go look at the creek here in a minute. Okay, go back to the tent. The tent works out really well. The setup was easy, to be honest with you. The setup was easy. You see how I'm still screwing up. Always leave it closed because anything can get in there. Now, if you are going to leave it open, like a little bit, leave it up a little bit. You have to crawl a little bit to get in there. So the rain situation, it was good. I did have a little bit of water. Next time I'll bring some more paper towels and stuff like that, or some fucking dry stuff out inside and wipe, especially wipe down your. In fact, I might get a mat as well, or at least lay a towel down on the inside. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of shoe entry thing, right? Something like that, because you really want to take your shoes off out here, or your boots or whatever you got. But it's kind of hard to do that when it's all wet. So you kind of have to kind of put your butt down there, take your boots off, and then, but you're going to get water in there. There's no way around it, right? I love the fact that it has the mesh that you can open up. That's the only window it has, because it's a sky dome, right? That's why it has to have this rain fly. If you set this tent up, if I had set this up without the rain fly last night, it would have not been good, like we did on the beach. So, learning about this tent. The tie down and all that stuff was actually pretty easy. I'm definitely glad I bought the tarp. And I think I bought a 10 by 12. Is it 10 by 12? I could have got a little smaller, but actually it fits it really well, considering. It's a 10 by 10. So, actually the setup was really easy. It was pretty quick. I was kind of worried about how the setup would be. And at first, I didn't really worry about the rain fly, but I'm glad that I put the rain fly on it and got the little porch area set up, because it does help a little bit, trust me. It does help. It's not the greatest in the world, and I already knew that because I had seen some reviews about it, looking at that. And when you're on the beach and you don't have to worry about the weather, who cares? But that's only a portion of the time, right? You have to make sure that you got both sides of it. So Is there anything that I don't like about the tent other than need to treat the top, which that's every tent, and a little bit better porch situation? No. It's awesome, to be honest with you. The setup is easy. Uh, with the darker fly, it shadows a little bit. There is another version out there of this called the dark room. Same freaking sky dome, but it's treated on the inside with like blackout material. That's pretty interesting, especially if you're gonna night be out and you need to sleep during the day. That's pretty legit. Maybe later on we'll take you inside. I need to clean up everything in there. Well, it's not that big of a deal, really. I'll show you through the front window how I have it kind of set up in there. What's going on, Miss T? I got a little wet in the, like I said earlier, I don't know how much you caught. Where it hits the top, where it all, you know how the two bars come across, and where you clip and all that stuff. Well, that, where the rain flag rides right there, it'll eventually soak through, okay? How much water was it? Not a lot. Nothing that you can't, right? And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take this, when we take it back, I gotta take it back and dry everything out, lay everything all across the apartment and all that stuff, because sorry, I was interrupted. Pretty sure I heard a fox back there or something like that, calling a raccoon or something like that. This morning it was raining so hard, I'm thinking things were bedded down really pretty hardcore. Not to get off the tent, but they were bedded down pretty hardcore, and now really it's quit raining for the most part in the woods. The wood's coming alive a little bit. You can hear it up on the ridge. Now, I wouldn't be surprised later on if you hear a turkey or two. I got my crow call. We might. Anyway, back to the tent. To be honest with you, I like the fact that you can, if you don't think it's going to rain, you just leave this off and you can see the stars. And if it does rain, or potential rain, in fact, even if it started raining like a pop-up storm, you can put the rain fly on in probably like 2 or 3 minutes once you get used to how to do it. So it's not that big of a deal, right, either way. But I wanted to set it up, make sure I got the bar in there. There's a certain way to put that bar in for the porch that we didn't have last time, right? So, did I get a little wet? Yeah, I mean a couple drops. Not like it's not was pouring in. There's not water pouring in. Where there are a couple drops. And I've never been camping. I've never been camping on any kind of tent that there wasn't a little bit of water intrusion someplace. Okay, seriously. It's not flooding in. You know how like we woke up on the beach and it was like, okay, our feet are wet a little bit, kind of like that. No big deal. I mean, if the thunderstorms roll through, you're going to wake up anyway. Trust me. Or I am. I woke up and I had quite a bit to drink yesterday. I think it was noted on the TikTok. Let's never do that again as well. But duly noted, right? We're going to take a walk down to the road here in just a second because you're going to see. This is the last bridge. Remember when I said there's only 2 bridges to really worry about, really? It's the first and the last one, okay? Because that's where the bridge is either. The first bridge is really low and you have to go over it. And this bridge is really high. And if there's water over this bridge, which there is right now, you ain't getting out of this place unless you go all the way around the other side, which means up the hill and all that stuff, and that's a whole other adventure. But we'll probably at some point in time, hopefully not, if it doesn't rain anymore, I got 2 more days I can stay out here. And as long as it doesn't rain, it's supposed to, look at the forecast, there's a chance of rain up until about midnight, misting and all that moving out. But then after that, I'm going to have to stay. It's probably going to be Tuesday before I'll be able to get back, to be honest with you. Most likely. I mean, it rained enough that, yeah. But anyway, enough about my perils up here. And let's, so I'll show you the inside. I'll just show you how I kind of set everything up. And I think I showed this earlier, but I'll show it now. So I have the air mattress in there just like that, right? And I got everything. I got all the sheets rolled up because I wanted to clean them out and all that stuff. And then I got my table set up on this side. Table out there. I can't show too much. I got some stuff on the table I can't show. All right. But anyway, that's that. I guess we should walk down to the river, huh? I'm feeling antsy about it. I need to take a look to see how bad it is, to be honest with you. So I'm going to unhook the battery. Set the tripod down. And we'll pay no attention to my mean face. It is the way it is. Let's see if I can. So there's the river. So there's the setup, right? You drive in this way. Drive in that way. And there's the tent setup, which Rob goes, you're set up in my place. I'm like, I know, but are you here? Are you here right now? Anyway, the river's up pretty good. We're going to, like I said, we're going to take a walk. Let's take a walk in there and check it out. Let me unplug my phone so my gyroscope doesn't freak out, and it's going to. Hold on just a second. I gotta fix this crap. Okay. Can't change the weight. I know I'm probably making you dizzy. Sorry. Making you dizzy. Anyway. Phone back on there. There we go. Much better. Much better. We'll take a walk down to the creek. Yeah. Let's see here. Look back around. I need to get I don't have my Mimo app running. I can actually do this all from my little handheld thing here, but let's take a walk down to the river, huh? You go past the tent, and all the cooking stuff is back there, right? Actually, just gonna leave my beer here. It's pretty wet. Everything's soaked. But anyway, when we get down here, it's not over the bridge. But if you saw my last video, you'll see the difference between yesterday and today. And it's pretty significant. Shut the fuck up, to be honest with you. Because there's probably some stuff around. Seeing the wildlife. We did see that snake yesterday. Not if it's still over here. Let's see if something ate it. Snake's right. I covered it up. That is right. Where's the head of it? Is it there? It's hard to see. Did something eat it? I bet something ate it. Sure did, because Julian shot it right there. I take that back, right here, and it's gone. Because the tail was hanging out. I covered it up, covered the head up, but it's something ate it last night. It was a pretty big moccasin. It wasn't completely black, but it was pretty dark and had some green speckles on it, and it had viper head on it. So, definitely want to keep the eyeballs out since it's been raining. Snakes in here. I do have my mucks on, but it's not quite enough. See how the water is actually over the bridge? Right there. Just barely over the bridge. It doesn't like me like down here. And the stream is buffering a little bit. It does that sometimes. Low spots and kind of screwed. Anyway. So he's rushing over. Yeah. It is. So would you be able to get out of here this way? Probably. You take your chances with that. You might be able to. Mr. McNally might be able to. But, yeah, I don't know. Just saying. And if it does, hopefully it don't rain anymore. Now, if it does rain a lot more, I still got PTO time. So we're fine. I don't see anything else in chat, right? But just to be honest with you, you're probably not getting out of here right now. I know you're not getting out of here right now. Period. There's downstream. Might try to do a little fishing, like right there where the water is kind of calm. Right here. Like I said yesterday, there's a couple rods in there. I may go get that and do that a little bit today. Guy up here, guy I met yesterday, he says, well, somebody asked him, well, what do you use out here? And he says, he uses these little grubs. And I was like, well, it'd be obviously a hook, but he's like, you don't put any weight on them? He says, no. Kind of like a fly, you're fly fishing, basically. So you just kind of toss it out there and let the current do its thing. Bring it back and toss it out there and let the current take it down the river. And you just free-float that jig. So, might do that. Or might do a little fishing here. I don't have any of those little jigs. I had to find something else, but... Would you really want to be here experiencing this? Yeah. I think so. Not a bad little thing. It's just this problem right here. Not nearly like this during the summertime, obviously. So enjoy the creek now, because there will be a creek during some summer. It does have a lot of watering. It's always got watering no matter what, and it's cold. It's spring fed. So anytime if you get a rain like we got, I might do a couple pickies or something on this, just chill. They put the thing right there and let it go for like a couple minutes. I might do that here in a few minutes. Just get the stock footage out here. I do want to walk around, at least down or up the road. So remember what I told you about the swimming spot? So the swimming spot, so just orientate you here, hold on. Okay, just to orientate you. I don't know what my camera's doing, hold on. Yeah. I'm gonna figure this thing out. That's why I'm using it today. Okay, there we go. It locked it. That's what I need to figure out. Okay, so that's the way in, the main way in. And then you drive here, and then camp entrance is right there. I'm gonna walk up here. Shut the fuck up. step over here out of the road. Right over there. Let him call again before I call. I was trying to get a... He's flying around. No distress. So we always call crows and triples in this area. Let's see what he does on the quick call. You know, what I might do tonight is just bring my chair over here and just sit on the freaking ramp, to be honest with you. Just bring my shotgun and walk down the road just a little bit. I gotta get, make sure I'm on our property. Check the boundaries. I was hoping I could probably drive down to the cutoff and go up a little bit, but that first hill is gonna be rocky. It's gonna be slippery. I can probably get up there in the truck if I wanted to hunt tonight. Which I might. I haven't ruled it out. It's just, I'm trying to let the rain calm fuck down a little bit, to be honest with you. Yeah, he's still... Well, actually, that crow call sucks. It's that worst fucking crow call ever, to be honest with you. Just one that I just grabbed. I got another one, but this one sucks. It's raspy. Maybe my technique is not right, but I think just the call overall is not that good. It was cheapy. Didn't bring my good ones with me, of course. Alright, let's think. Hang out for a minute. Flip you back around. I don't know if you can hear that. I should have grabbed my tripod now. Man, if it would quit raining, I'm missing for a gobbler. But I just think it's raining so fucking hard right now. Or not, but it's been raining for so long. They're not moving right now. They're bedded up. They may be on roost. They may be on roost. So. Up the ridge. That's good. Rain's coming back down again, so. Once again, I was hoping that the rain would just stop just a little bit. It better stop at some point in time because I won't be able to go anywhere. But I got up until Wednesday, if need be. I need to have my Nemo app running. But anyway, I think we're going to walk back to camp and start raining again pretty hard. Might put my rain gear on and go for a real walk, to be honest with you. Grab my GoPro, mount on my hat, and just take a walk down the road. What do you think? I mean, my freaking phone is waterproof, but same thing. It's nothing. Once again, I just think with the rain, I think everything's kind of chilling. But when they do come alive, like when here, I'm just gonna all kinds of crap. Then the rain started again. I got a couple of them. I don't want over here now. They're kind of far away. Somebody come back right here. There's a little cup right here. So you can just set your chair in next to it. I wouldn't shoot anything here. Just because it's so close to camp and I haven't checked my boundaries, to be honest with you, because it's a little bit down the road. And you can't shoot anything on the road anyway. I would never do that. But I will shoot it with the camera. I'll shoot it with the camera. Just back up in here. Or even down the road a little bit more. Where the timber farm is. Where you go up the road. You just sit there. Listening. That's camp. And we're not even that far from camp, to be honest with you. So just, yeah. Got another 515 acres to explore. 515 acres. Acres. Not acres. It's gonna stop raining. Yeah. That's springtime in Texas or Oklahoma, to be honest with you. Could be worse. Could be like Houston, it's freaking flooding right now. Right? I'm gonna go put my freaking rain gear on. Yeah. Rain gear time. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't move either. There's probably one animal out here right now. Because personally, I don't want to move right now. I want to sit at camp, chill out in the tent. I might listen to NASCAR or find a movie to watch or something like that. at this point. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, though. I don't necessarily have to go hunting to enjoy this place, although that's a great plus. Just the sound of the river, and then when you walk down the road, and it's just nice and misty, and rainy. Yeah, it's enough for me. But anyway, yeah, my zoom won't work because my camera's wet now. That's fine. See how it works? Yeah. Yeah. My camera's all wet. Hat's dripping. A little wet. And chill in the tent, though, and just relax. There's nothing to sit on out here. Everything's wet. So, and I don't want to just sit in the truck. It's stupid. My rain gear. I could put my rain gear on and go for a walk, but if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go live on my GoPro. I do need to charge my router and make sure I don't drop. I'll tell that story later. I don't want to tell the router story and drop it in the dirt. This thing needs to be charged, apparently. Huh? You freak out? Get wet? What happened to this damn thing? Okay. I didn't hit a button. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it's nice. Freaking wet out here. And that just means chill, I think. It's fine. And yes, I did switch to leaded for this weekend. Thank you very much. Had to. What do you think? I need to make something to eat, actually. Oh, I know what we need to do. We need to check out the stove. Because I'm not making a freaking fire right now. I could. But I do need to hook up the Coleman stove. And I can make some pots on there. I'm not hooked it up yet. Right? In fact, I haven't even unpacked it. And I feel bad it's getting wet. But it's a freaking propane stove. It's going to get wet at some point. So this is the break-in period, right? This is the break-in period. Everything's getting wet. I think I've said that 20 times, haven't I? Oh, yeah. I'm not going to leave it open too long, but if it calms down a little bit, I'm not going to break it. What I could do is I'm going to put it underneath. I'm going to put all this stuff underneath, at least the table, move the grill back. And I think what I'll do is this freaking thing doing. This thing is being stupid. Yeah, I know it's operator error. Jeez. You're supposed to be able to hold it still and it does its thing, right? Sure. Anyway, move the grill. I'm going to get a tripod, put that underneath here. I need to cook something or at least grab a sandwich or something. Shit. Hungry. I'd like to make something, a warm meal out here. But not a bitching and complaining, but it's worth it. Yeah. The nice thing is, you got a decent cover here. I mean, you can huddle up underneath here. Could go in the tent, chill, but my own tent, chill. So I think I'm going to make a sandwich, chill, and listen to some NASCAR and just hopefully, please say, when's the rain going to stop? I will put my frog togs on. But yeah, cool. We'll probably be back on in a little while. I need to charge my hotspot anyway. And I'm going to do something tonight. Something. Sit on the road. Hopefully it'll break a little bit. But yeah. Alright. Everything is soaked. Completely. And I'm about to go add some extra soaking to the ground myself here in just a second. That time. Open the main, bang, let's go. Anyway, no fear. We'll catch up with you guys in a while. Thanks for tuning in. The pop-up candy, I'll just show you real quick. No, I didn't bring it. I didn't bring the pop-up this time. I'm kind of glad I didn't. This was too much crap to deal with. I've got enough stuff out here and accoutrements and dealing with all the weather and all that stuff. It's like, I don't think it would have made my life. In fact, I think it would have made my life a little harder on the tear down to put up, and the tear down would have been a little bit more to deal with. So it's fine the way it is, you know. I did think for a minute just putting up the hammock, and then I was like, well, that's probably not a good idea. And that would have been all right, but yeah, I'm glad I put the tent up for sure, most definitely. I need to call Mom and check in with her, make sure she's not flipping out, make sure I'm all right. So I'll call her too. All right. No more rain tonight. Today. Are you like my half Hitler, by the way? I'll bring that up too. The guy at the grocery store said, "What's wrong with your face?" I have alopecia. None around here. Right there. Right there. Bam. Very noticeable. And you know what? I'm not shaving, so it's just going to have to be a worked up mustache at this point in time. Piss on it. I don't care. I really don't. But I figured I'd bring it up. It's kind of funny looking. Anyway, I'm going to jet out of here, grab some food. I'm going to lay down in the tent probably and just listen to freaking NASCAR. I may just put my... There's not anything to sit on out here. So anyway, catch up with you soon. Pray for the rain to stop. Please, please, fingers up. Peace.